One of the best mooch docking places we have access to is here in Red Lodge, Montana. And this year's trip had the added bonus of us chicken and cat sitting for several days. It was a great way to spend time here after our backpacking trip. I got to rest up my tootsies and we enjoyed some cooler weather. In this video we show you a great camping area near where we stayed in Red Lodge, Montana. The Rock Creek area is northeast of Yellowstone and off of the Beartooth Highway. Then we'll share how easy it is to dump our gray tank because we have a Macerator pump. Now, let's check all your heart's desires with these chickens and dumping. Or is that chicken dumplings? Or dumping chicks? Oh, never mind. Let's pivot into our intro, and we'll show you the Rock Creek area first. Chicken coop? Do you want to come out? No? Okay. If you've ever traveled to and from Yellowstone from the east, you probably went through the Beartooth Pass, also known as Highway 212. We've made this trek from Yellowstone to Steve's hometown back in 2019 and 2020. I have several blog posts covering Red Lodge, the Hell Roaring Plateau Jeep Drive, a day hike to Glacier Lake, and our summer 2020 backpacking trip over the Sundance Pass. I'll put links on all 4 of these in the description. So back to Rock Creek. When you drop down from the pass onto the eastern side, you are now traveling along the Rock Creek Valley area. There are several established campgrounds and quite a bit of dispersed camping throughout this area. Some big, some private, some not. Highly recommend exploring if you are in the area. We found a spot just for us. It can be busy on summer weekends, especially if there are events going on in Red Lodge, but we found a nice spot to settle in and stayed put for several days. We ventured up here to escape the heat, the smoky air, and the hay pollen.
You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. It's been there all along. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. That's where you belong. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. It's been there all along. You should go back home, go back home, go back home, go. That's where you belong.
Time flew, and then it was time to head back for reunion events and get our backpacking organized. As we leave Rock Creek area, we'll show you a little bit of the campgrounds. All were reasonably priced, clean toilets, and had picnic tables. After camping in Rock Creek, we primarily mooch docked here with friends. We loved being here with them, the extra space, and just a nice spot to spend some time. We had a nice place to park while we backpacked, and then we house and chicken sat for them for a few days. Let's go see if we have any eggs this morning from the rulers of the roost. This is George, one of the outdoor cats that hangs out. He caught a bird this week. He was quite proud of himself. Weren't you, buddy? Huh? Yeah, and he likes to headbutt. Huh? Good morning. Tomorrow we leave Montana and we are starting to get some prep done. Food prep, cleaning done. And we are going to dump a gray tank. So we wanted to spend a few moments and show you how our setup is. Again, we did the gray tank install information and described that to you, but a macerator pump for us is actually really key to making dumping easy. We do not have a black tank. I think we've described that. We use a composting toilet, but we do have a gray tank and it can be considerable size. So let's go see how full it is, and then we'll show you how it's dumped, how easy it can be. So here's our gray tank gauge. It's installed in the entryway shower. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So it fires up, does a test, and then shows us the volume. Now it is registering half full, and if you saw our video with the gray tank design, it is a triangle. So at half full, it's probably only technically maybe a third in volume full. But because we're leaving town and we're in an easy place where we can dump, we are going to take advantage of it and empty the sucker out today.
One of the last things I did on the camper before we left for the summer travel was to add the gray tank on there. And the gray tank includes a macerator pump in order to drain it. I don't want to have the standard 3-inch stinky slinky that RVs have for only dumping gray water. So what I'm equipped with is this 3/4 inch garden hose here. 25 feet long, and so for my normal gray water dump, what I would do is to remove the dust cap, screw on the 3/4 inch drain hose, and in this particular case I'm parked on private land and I have a hayfield right behind me that my friend who I'm camping with has told me it's fine to dump gray water in. So now in order to dump my gray water, I simply open this valve and turn on the switch, and the pump will run, and you can see the gray water discharging out the hose. This takes probably 1 or 2 minutes depending on how full the gray tank is. I think as you can hear, the macerator pump includes a blender that chops up anything that might be in there that wouldn't fit down the hose. In this case, this is gray water, so it's almost irrelevant. But you notice that the low tone of the pump indicates that there's still water being drawn out. As soon as the tone of the pump changes, I shut it off because the water is a lubricant for the pump, and the pump is not designed to run without water in it. If you ever wanted to, the tone of this pump is changing. There it is. Okay, the pump is done. One of the things that I think that the macerator pump might be valuable for in a setting where we're boondocking and we have a campfire, you always wonder whether you have enough fire suppression equipment should the wind come up and the fire get out of the fire pit. And my thought was this: I often doused my water with a dishpan that I've had in the sink, and in this particular case, if I had water, if I needed to douse a fire, the pumped water that comes out of this gray tank might be a great asset if I was trying to prevent a forest fire. Obviously, it's 15 or 20 gallons, maybe up to 30 gallons. So it has the potential to be a lot of water, but I would never use that as a routine thing, because who wants stinky water in their fireplace?
How could we not enjoy headbutting cats, entertaining chickens, fresh eggs, all in easygoing Montana? We hope you enjoyed it too, and if you haven't been to Montana, it's a big adventure, so get going. Next week, we will share a short video of our backpacking trip, and then we'll be checking into Idaho for a bit. Until then, thank you for joining us and checking out our custom camper and travels. We greatly appreciate hearing from you, especially getting questions on the rig. Click that thumbs up if you like the video, and drop us a comment or question below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to follow our rig projects, repairs, and updates along with our somewhat meandering travels in this new rig. We are here to share and inspire others who are building and traveling in RVs. We hope to see you out on the road, and good luck with your working and exploring.